for his team. And more importantly, I listened to the spirit and what the spirit had to say to me. I ended up getting this code fix, which was hundreds of more dollars, for $0. And let me tell you something. That's what I said to my spirit before I got there that morning. I'm not going to have to pay for this. Today, I just want to leave y'all a key about abundance, about the manifestation of abundance. So, quick story, I recently needed to get some things fixed. I had a code on my car and I had to get the code taken care of in order to pass the emissions in order to get my new tags. So I went ahead and spent the hundreds of dollars to get the code fixed. And so I was excited because I was like happy to get this off my plate. I went to the emissions place. The guy said, you haven't allowed your car to go through a full cycle in order to clear the code. So you got to go ahead and drive your car for a little bit, get a full cycle in. So I said, okay, no problem. So I went and took my car on a full cycle. Had some things to do, so I went for a drive. And when I went on that drive, I hit this pothole. Boom. And after I hit the pothole, my engine light came on. In other words, it was a signal that I had another code. So, of course, I was not happy about that. From where I'm from, we say we're blown. It means we're upset. So I was not feeling it. I was not feeling that. And I already had a feeling that this was going to be more money that I was going to have to spend in order to get this code fixed. I had a feeling it wasn't the old code that I got fixed. So long story short, I take it back to the emissions guy after I do the full cycle. I tell him what happens. I tell him there's a code. He says, he said, I know that this is not going to pass with that code, with that check engine light. Let's see what's going on. So he plugs it up. And then after he plugs it up, he lets me know, now this is a whole different code. So you got to go get this code fixed in order for you to pass. So I'm like, man. So I just know this is more money about to come out of pocket, and not just the money, the time. So I'm like, all right. So I was, to be honest, my energy was not in a high vibrational space about this. But I went into meditation and prayer, and Spirit spoke to me and said, you know who you are. And you have the power to solve problems. I've given you the power to solve problems. That's a part of your gift. I've exposed to you your ability to shift timelines and to change things. So you need to tap into that. And you need to shift your perspective and shift your attitude so that you can get this dealt with. So I'll be honest, it took me some time to shift my energy about it because I just didn't want to deal with it. But I did go ahead and shift my energy. It was the weekend. I took the car on a Friday to get the first code fix, went to the emissions place on a Saturday, had to go right back to my mechanic on the next Monday in order to get the issue dealt with, the new code. So I get there and I ask my mechanic, hey, I tell him, actually, I have the code. So I tell him, I show him the code. I say, this needs to be fixed. I need you to give me a quote on this. So he does that. He looks it up. He gives me the quote. But, well, let me back up. First, when I got there, the owner of the shop, who I know very well, he was not there. It was just the guys not just the guy, but it was the mechanics that work on the cars. But he was not there, who manages the whole financial aspect of it. So they were saying to me, hey, it's not going to take long. You could just wait. Now, mind you, I have a meeting. I have a meeting that I have to be to by a specific time. And I wasn't planning on staying. But, the mechanic tells me it's not going to take long. Just, go ahead, sit tight, and we're going to have it ready for you. The owner comes in, and he's like, you back? I say, yeah, man, I have another code. I need you to give me a quote. So he gives me the quote. I say, okay, let's go ahead and fix it. There's more money, obviously. So again, the owner tells me, It's not going to be long. You can go ahead, take a seat. We got you. It shouldn't be more than an hour. I've already been there for probably an hour at this point, but he's like, it shouldn't be more than an hour. We got to get the part in. We're going to take care of it for you. The spirit is speaking to me during this time. The spirit is saying to me, sit and be patient. Be patient. Everything is going to work out. All the time is going to work out. You have the power to shift things. Stay in that energy. Stay in that frequency. So that's what I did. I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to lock in with the frequency that everything is already taken care of. I'm going to be at my meeting on time. I'm going to have time to prepare before the meeting. Everything's going to be fine. Long story short, I'm there just under 4 hours. Just under, for about 3.5 hours I was there. I was supposed to only be there for an hour. But the car is ready, and the owner comes to me, and he says, here, take these keys. No charge. No charge. So, because I waited patiently, and I didn't have a negative attitude towards he or his team, and more importantly, I listened to the spirit and what the spirit had to say to me. I ended up getting this code fix, which was hundreds of more dollars. For the quote he gave me was hundreds of more. I ended up getting this code fix for $0. And let me tell you something. That's what I said to my spirit before I got there that morning. I'm not going to have to pay for this. I'm not going to have to pay for this. This is going to be free. I didn't worry about how it was going to happen. I just said, I'm not going to have to pay for this. This is going to end up being free of charge for me, and I'm going to go and get this passed, and I'm going to get my tags, and everything's going to be done. And that's exactly what happened. He just came to me. I didn't ask him. I didn't say, hey, don't charge me. I didn't ask for, he said, hey, take this, free of charge. Go ahead. So I'm saying it to say that problems is an opportunity to operate in your spiritual power. Problems are the opportunity for you to operate in your divine power. So don't pray for problems to go away. Pray that you remember how powerful you are. Keep ascending.